Can't tell you how many times I've forgotten to do that. Then angle AOB, that's part, plus angle BOC should equal angle AOC. This is supposed to be it. And I will put it up online even if you can't hear my voice, but I am plugged in, so hopefully it is working. Yesterday's was online. It's by date now. All right. So, and actually, I've already pre-recorded this anyway. Once we get to, now, this is the last pre-recorded one. Basically, angle addition postulate does for angles what segment addition does for segments. So if you know this angle is 26 and this angle is 37, remember we say measure of angle AOC must be what? What is one angle? 26. What's the other angle? 37. Did we add? Then I need to see that on your homework. All right, and when you add that up, that's going to be 63 degrees. Isn't that almost like common sense? I mean, seriously. Sometimes you wonder why they have to write this stuff out when it's common sense. Yes, you do. They write it out, we write it out. W-A-Y-P. All right. Oh, it's B. What if I tell you that this whole thing is 100? Notice, I will never draw my pictures to scale because I want to make sure you know the geometry and you're not looking at the diagram. I will purposely not draw them to scale. If this is 40 degrees, what's the measure of angle W-A-B? Now, what work do you show? This is one I added. You say 100 minus 40. Trevor, do you see how we spoke that? Is equal to 60. Pardon? Like I said, if you add, subtract, multiply, or divide, and I need to see that work. If you do not, I consider that problem not done. If you added 1 plus 1, you have to put 1 plus 1. Okay? When you miss it, that's the only way I can diagnose what you're doing wrong. All right? It's a diagnostic tool. All right. Now, Elber. Right, because 100 subtract 40 equals 60. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take it to the algebraic level. And what's the level I most likely will give you on your test? Oh, yeah, I'm big about algebra. First of all, I've written a bad problem. And if you listen to the notes I pre-recorded, I noticed that after I started doing it. And I forgot a little angle symbol. And if you come down here, I forgot those angle symbols too. So I was probably tired by the time I was doing these. So measure of angle AOB. A, trace it, OB. So we're going to put inside here 3x plus 1, just like you did on segments. Measure of angle BOC. BOC is 3x minus 7. Because you're not going to assume that I gave you the two parts first. Because I probably won't, to make sure you're paying attention. So now we're going to look at this whole thing, and this whole thing is 120. What is the equation that I'm going to write to do this? Lizzie. Did I say that right? Okay. 3x plus 1. 3x minus 7. Exactly. Now, the expectation is you solve. I'm not going to take the time to do that because I want to make sure you can set up. All right, so if we look at the next one now, we've got measure of JAB. Well, JAB is 4x plus 1. We've got the measure of BAC. BAC, it's this one, is 7x plus 17. And they're telling us that the measure of JAC, that would be this whole thing, is 12x plus 5. What do we do? Who wants to do this one? Wendy.
4x plus 1 plus 7x plus 17 equals 12x plus 5.
Right. Why don't we set anything equal? Correct. And another reason, do you see any of these little marks there? Do you see any of these marks? No. What do those marks mean? Not right angle, but equal. Okay, there's none of those on that picture. Were you told here that you have congruent segments? No. So equals not part of, you cannot say this equals this. So again, the expectation is that we know how to solve. So we did part plus part equals whole. All right. So now, if JAC is a straight angle, you should know this. Everybody should be able to tell me that that means 180. If you did not know that, then you need to study 1-4 notes. The expectation is that you know it. So now, if they say the measure of JAB, that's our 6x plus 5, and the measure of BAC, which is 4x plus 15, Maria, your hand up was up last time. What is our equation? Six x plus 5. 4x plus 15. What does it equal? What is JAC? Yes, equals 180. Now, is this a really good test question? Why is this a good test question? When I give you a test question, I got to get the biggest bang for the buck. In other words, am I testing your knowledge of straight angle? And am I testing your knowledge of, say, angle addition? Yes. So that would test two of the things that I need you to know in one question. So that would be an excellent question. All right, from here, well, we would say 10x plus 20 equals 180, and we'd go from there. And we'd go back and we'd find the measure of BAC. Are you getting used to knowing that you don't stop at x? Yes. I will not let you stop at x unless it doesn't make sense to go on. All right. So now this is honors, this is honors, this is honors. All right, we are going to construct an angle, we're going to construct a sum, and we're going to construct a difference. And that's honors, and we don't need that. All right, so what this means is I have to go to the document camera. All right? So that means that this video stops. However,